Alright everybody, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. And today guys, we're looking at a deck that was featured on stream at the internationals that was streamed this weekend. And this deck was piloted by a player named Xander. I can't remember your last name, sorry dude if you're ever watching this video. But yeah, this is a really cool archetype. It is Heatmor Raichu. And this is a deck that's kind of been floating for a bit, kind of as like a talked about deck. Some people are like, okay, maybe this deck has the potential, maybe it doesn't. But we showed that on stream, okay, this deck may actually be something to look out for because, okay, it did lose to Greninja, but for the record, it beat Greninja in the first game and then lost, so you get my point. But first game win is still pretty impressive. Greninja will probably be your worst matchup because they can just evolve out of the paralysis and whatnot. But for the most part, this deck has some solid matchups across the board. It is a little weak to certain cards. Obviously, Guzma, Acerola could be an issue if you damage them. We'll talk about why you can avoid Acerola, because you're not actually even going to be putting damage on them in the first place, unless you're going with Durant or Jirachi. You got Acerola to worry about, Guzma, Zoroark, Switch, even though no one really runs that. You get my point. There's a lot of cards that can disrupt this deck and hurt the strategy, but again, it's still pretty consistent when it gets going, and it can be hard to beat when they get this lock going on. So the idea of this deck is to use Raichu's ability Evo Shock, which auto-paralyzes your opponent when you play down from a Pikachu. And then you go with Heatmor's Odor Sleuth, which, for DC, you flip 2 coins for each head, put a card from your discard pile into your hand, and we use Odor Sleuth to get back Devolution Spray, which is what we're going to be using to reuse Raichu's. And if you have 2 Pikachus on your bench with Devo Spray, it's GG, because you can chain Raichu every turn with Odor Sleuth. And we're going to use Team Rocket's Handiwork as our last minute trump card to be able to deck out our opponent. This is a deck out deck. It is not a deck that will take prizes. You will not win your games by taking all 6 prizes. This deck is all about just winning the game by getting lucky with Team Rocket's Handiwork, I guess. Basically, it's all about stall and winning with Handiwork spams. And there's more to this deck. There's Victini, which is going to support your Heatmor. Odor Sleuth does require 2 coin flips, so if, like, for some reason you get tails on your coin flip, Victini's here to help you out. And sometimes you will hit double heads. I playtested this deck a little bit. Double heads were happening quite a bit, so luckiness is not really a bad thing that you're going to worry about. We do play our 4/4 Raichu line. Obviously, this is very important. Evo Shock is one of the most important abilities in this deck. There's a lot of other techs. There's Durant. Now, Durant's interesting. This is, I guess, the closer card of the deck. You're probably going to use this in the late game to just scrape down your opponent and win the game with just scrape down. Because at that point, you've hopefully gotten your opponent to the point where it's like, okay, I've spammed enough Handiworks in Raichu, I can probably scrape down you for the win. Or you're in a position where you can stall for a bit with Raichu and spam scrape down. So yeah, that's also an option with this list. Personally, I don't know if Durant's the best option. I know its first attack is okay, but it does also bait the Acerola as a way to get out of Raichu. Maybe Houndoom would be a little better because you can attack with it if you open with it. So I don't know, maybe if Houndoom might be better than Durant in all honesty. But again, the Durant is still pretty clever. I still think it might be better because, again, 4 cards is better than 2, obviously, but maybe Houndoom is a better option. But again, Durant being a 1-prize attacker baits into your opponent because everything in here is a 1-prize attacker, so your opponent will be falling behind in prizes. Now, to make that even worse for your opponent is Xurkitree. This card, it's a game changer in this deck because you have an ability that can win you games on your own because your opponent can't even attack you. But you have Lighting GX. Lighting GX is one of the strongest things in this deck because your opponent reveals their hand, you add a card, you get to choose what card too, so it's like any card you want. And you just straight up put it as your prize card for your opponent. So yeah, that is pretty OP. And this is also going to help out your deck quite a bit. Obviously, it forces your opponent to have an extra prize card that they don't want, giving 7 prizes to your opponent when you're playing a deck like this is pretty insane. So Xurkitree is really OP in this deck. The ability wins you games, and you have lighting. You do have Jirachi in here. Now, I don't really like Jirachi all that much in the deck. Again, it kind of baits that Acerola play with damaging your opponent as a way to get rid of the Raichu, but it's still a good card. It also goes with this whole stall thread of the deck. I don't know how I feel about Jirachi, though. I'm going to be honest with you. If I were to change anything about this deck, I probably would take out the Jirachi. By the way, this list was on the stream on the in the internationals. That's how I got the list, if you're wondering. Well, I got it off Reddit, but yeah, it was streamed on this thing, so yeah. But yeah, Jirachi is pretty good But again, I probably would take it out. I don't know if you need it. We do play one Lele for Wonder Tag, which is pretty lit. Now, there are some other things about this deck that I would consider putting in. Before we get into the items, there's a ton of them, as you can see. The big thing that I would consider putting into this deck is... I meant to count. Oh, man, this is what I get for not going to bed yet. Counter Energy. Okay, Counter Energy would be another great addition to this deck. Again, you're not going to take any prizes with this deck unless you're attacking with Tumbling Wires on Xurkitree. So you could get away with running 4 Counter Energy, 4 AC. In fact, that puts you in a position where you have 8 DCE, which is pretty OP. I would honestly consider taking out Rainbow Energy for Counter Energy, but you do need it for Durant. But then if you do that, you might as well add a Houndoom. I don't know. I think Counter Energy would be a great addition. Maybe taking out like a Jirachi and maybe Jirachi and maybe Field Blower can go. Maybe like one Field Blower, one Jirachi can go. I don't know, but you need Field Blower. I don't know. It's kind of iffy, but I feel like you can get your Field Blows back pretty easily. I don't know. I think Counter Energy would be one of the best things you could put into this deck. I think it would be a great addition, just being able to use Counter Energy whenever you want as the effect, because you're not taking any prizes, in my opinion, is going to be awesome. So I would definitely consider adding Counter Energy in here. There's really nothing to change about this list. Everything in this, other than maybe the Jirachi, is pretty spot on perfect. So, but yeah, I don't know. Let's go into the items. There is a whop ton of them. We got 2 counter catchers. Again, you're not taking prizes, so you can actually just use counter catcher to bring stuff up, stall them in the active. Mainly when you're not playing against Greninja, this could be a way you can beat Greninja if they have like a Remoraid on their bench or Starmie on their bench, or not anything that's not a Greninja. You can stall in the active and keep them up with counter catcher, and that's how you can win against Greninja. 4 Devo sprays. Again, it's for our Raichus. We do play 4 Field Blowers. This card is so important. It gets rid of so many important things. It's gonna get rid of Zoroark's Floatstone. It's going to get rid of Garbodor's Garbotoxin. It's going to get rid of just so many important things you need to get rid of, right? You need Field Blower. Without it, it's pretty bad. 2 Nest Balls. We don't play Brigette, as you can see. Oh, no, we do. What am I saying? This is what I get for not going to bed, guys. We do play 2 Nest Balls, which, you know, we need... Especially turn 1, if we don't Brigette, we're going to Nest Ball. We need to get extra Pikachus. Again, this deck aims to have at least 2 Pikachus in play, so we need those Nest Balls. For Puzzle of Time, this card is amazing. Puzzle of Time was a game changer in Tord Rekev's list. You already know Tord won with his Ghost-Pod Zoroark deck, which is pretty cool. You know, when I built Zoroark Ghost-Pod back when Shiny Legends first came out, my list was not as good as his, obviously, but my list relied morely on just using Zoroark for the list pod. His list was just insane. Like, Tord had a pretty game-changing list. But yeah, Puzzle of Time is already a pretty big player in this deck. It's so good when you can use it with Order Sloop. You can just Order Sloop and get 2 Puzzle of Times back, which is pretty nuts. Even though Order Sloop gets you any card back. We do play 2 Stretchers. We're going to probably get knocked out at some points just to be able to get our Pokemon back. 3 Ultra Balls to search our Pokemon. 2 Acerolas. Acerola works well not only as like a way to retrieve your Pokemon, but it combos with Raichu Poten. If your opponent has a Poten in play, take advantage of it and use Acerola Raichu as a way to use Devo Sprays, technically. 1 Brigette to be able to turn 1 Brigette is super important. Again, you need Victini, which is another reason why we have 2 Nest Balls. You need Pikachus on your bench. You need all kinds of stuff. So Brigette's good. We do play 1 Gladion. Again, we're not taking prizes, so we are going to use Gladion to get a card out of our prizes that we may need. We do play 1 Lusamine. Lusamine's a great card to be able to retrieve your Rocket's Handiwork, or to retrieve, you know, some Skylas, maybe your Acerolas. 4 ends for the Disruption, because again, we're not taking prizes. We're drawing 6. Your opponent won't be drawing 6. 1 Ninja Boy. This is great. Ninja Boy's cool, because if you don't start with something you don't like, you can just Ninja Boy out of it. You can Ninja Boy into Xurkitree, win the game off the stall. You can late game, you can go into Durant and then scrape down with the Raichu lock for some OP-ness. Or if you didn't start with Heatmor, you go into Heatmor. Because this deck actually plays 3 Heatmor, not 4. So that works well. 2 Sycamores. Sycamore won't be our primary goal, but it can be good to get cards in your discard pile for Odor Sleuth. 2 Skylas. Skyla's great to be able to Skyla for a Devo Spray or something. Or Puzzle of Time. 1 Rocket's Handiwork. This is how we're going to win our games. Rocket's Handiwork is going to carry the deck. So we are playing 1 Rocket's Handiwork. 1 Floatstone to be able to have that for your treat. We do play 4 DCEs. And 2 Rainbows. Rainbow's good for Victini GX, and it's also very good for Durant's Scrape Down. So, yeah, this is the Raichu Heatmor deck that performed pretty well at the internationals that took place this weekend. So let's try a game out or two. Maybe just 1 game. This is such a slow deck that I don't think not to mention I haven't gone to bed yet, guys. So I'm a little, like, running on whatever I got left in this pop can. So, I'll probably do one match with the deck. Well, I'll make sure it's a good game. So, I'll see you guys in a moment with this. Alright, let's get some matches with our game with our Heatmor deck. Let's see how this goes. We're up against, it looks like a... Ooh, I don't want to say it's a Latios deck. Could be Noivern. Evolution decks can be annoying because obviously with an evolution you evolve out of the paralysis, so we gotta play around that is basically what we're gonna try and do. Once they evolve, it's like, okay, we're in the clear. Okay, we're gonna mulligan, revealing what we're playing, which, I mean, we probably would have revealed it anyways. Just gotta know what my opponent's running. Well, okay, thing is, my opponent will probably get, if our opponent gets really sick and tired of this, like, this continuous lock, they might just end up conceding very early. So maybe we have that to our advantage. We do have a pretty good opening hand. I do like this because, you know, at the very least we can Ultra Ball. If our Lele's prize, rip us. If not, then we have a pretty good opening hand here. Because we already basically don't even need a Brigette at this point. Okay, Garbodor is obviously a threat. Okay. We're going to give up 3 items here. Maybe not, actually. Let's just get rid of it. We're definitely keeping that Field Blower. Ah, Lele's and I just got rid of the Raichu, and our Lele's prized. Lovely. Oh, man. Crud. Our hand's not really good either. Kind of wish we had an Oranguru or something in this deck, though. If we had a Oranguru, we'd be golden, but nope. I don't know what to grab. If he's playing, you know, Noivern Garbodor, he obviously doesn't play any special energy. If it was post or pre-rotation, yeah, I'd grab Xurkitree. I guess we'll grab a second Heatmor. We're not gonna get knocked out yet. I think we can grab another Pikachu. That's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. We do need to establish a board state where we have 2 Pikachus, so that's fine. We do have Puzzle we can play, so maybe we can draw to this, and we do. Cool. Alright, let's see what happens here. I think we're just going to play it cautious for now, not play too aggressive, because again, Raichu is not going to be good until my opponent evolves. We are going to see a Lele, probably either for a Brigette or a Sycamore or an N. I mean, my opponent ends me, be my guess, only had 1 card in my hand, and clearly it wasn't a supporter. Wiki. I don't even know what this card does. I actually forgot. Each player counts. No. Okay, are you serious? Ah, no. What the heck is that? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, can we draw like an N? Oh, wow. When you lose to Wiki. That's... wow, that's something else. I don't know what to say. We might actually end up losing because my opponent got lucky with Who plays Wiki? Oh my god. That was the last thing I was expecting, and that's not good. Hopefully they don't have a Noivern. Distort's kind of bad, but once we paralyze them, we get our Distort back. We don't have to worry about Distort, so it's not the end of the world, but this could be bad. Alright, just an agility. My opponent's dead drawing. This would be so good if we had the combo going, but we don't. Rainbow Energy. I can't even play that. There's nothing to do with that. Yeah, there's no to put. Tempted to attach it to Victini. I can't put on Pikachu because then he could just Boom Burst to knock it out. I think I just pass. Maybe I can get a position where I can play Counter Catcher though. I don't know. I think I'll just pass. This sucks. Man, if only our Lele was in prize and if only he didn't do Wiki. Yeah, that was not good. We had a pretty bad opening turn there. I mean, as long as they're not drawing Noivern, we're okay. Okay, at the very least, they're not going to Sonic Volume us, so it's not. Oh, they play Hammers. That could be annoying. Maybe. That kind of baits us out of not order sleuthing for the right card. I kind of wish this deck had like some kind of draw support. I think that wouldn't be a bad option either. Distort is bad. If we can draw Raichu or like a Sycamore, that'd be... Oh, look at that, we drew Sycamore. Okay, now can we find Raichu DCE? Okay, we find Raichu, we don't find DC. If I put that rainbow on, I would have been able to actually take advantage of it. Alright, so we can at least put the lock on him, which is good. And I kind of want to attach this. Yeah, let's put on the other Heatmor here. The reason I'm doing this is, again, we can open up a Ninja Boy play on that Durant at some point. Actually, my opponent's got 29 cards left, so they're already kind of a little low. Okay, they play Hammer, that's fine. We can always Odor Sleuth for the other things back. There's a Sycamore. Not really big getting discarded. And there's Garbodor. That's fine, though, because we have Field Blower. Even though they can evolve and keep Garbodor. And we do find an Acerola. That's not very good, though. I guess we do Field Blower here and get rid of these two. And I guess just Raichu him again. I am kind of scared of Trash Lance, though. I think our next card we're going to put on our bench is another Pikachu. Because at that point, it's like, alright, you want a Garbodor, Guzma me? Sure, it's fine. Alright, we'll Sycamore. If we don't find DC, this is going to be pretty bad. Oh, what the heck? We don't find DC. No, DC. How many items have I played? Okay, enough for me to get wrecked. How many DCs are in the deck? I have all of them and I whiffed. Bruh. Oh no, this is not good. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. I mean, we can end him. Alright, I guess we pass and hope for the best. I mean, I'd like to play my handiwork too, but whatever. We're gonna see an Ultra Ball. Okay, another Hammer goes. That's not a bad card to get scared, actually. Probably gonna grab Guzma. Nope, another Noivern. He might have Guzma in his hand, but he can't really knock anything out, so that's fine. Then I could just do Acerola and go from there. We could Sonic Volume me, but again, with Raichu, it's not the end of the world. He does have Guzma, he's probably gonna knock out this Raichu. No, Victini. Interesting. We have one in our hand, though. Ha, joke's on you. The Boom Burst. That is pretty interesting to see. I'm gonna hold on to the stretcher. Actually, nah, I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm just gonna ace roll the active. Just again, I want to keep up this Raichu lock as long as I can until we can find a DCE or something. I gotta worry about Floatstones too, or even Choice Band. He is ending me though, which I'm fine with. We can find Floatstone DC Raichu or Devo Spray. There's a lot of outs to this. Wow, we didn't actually hit any of them. Are you serious? Oh, we got the DC at least. Now obviously Gladion's the play. I guess we Gladion and hope we have a Devo Spray prized. Oh wow, we do. Okay. Well, we could have got Raichu too, I guess, but I'd rather take the Devo Spray and get in the discard pile now. And I guess this is a good turn as any to just straight up retreat into Heatmor. So now Heatmor won't get KO'd by like a Guzma. And we can Devo Spray our Raichu. The only problem is next turn we might not have the locks. That could be bad. We just gotta hope we get lucky with our draw. And pass. Surprised he's not opting for Trash Lance though. That's another threat. Sonic Volume is a bigger threat though than Trash Lance. Alright, if we can draw a Raichu, that'd be golden. Xurkitree, that's not golden. We're gonna get KO'd here, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about that. I guess we're gonna Odor Sleuth. I'm just gonna go for a double head. Screw it. Hey, we actually got it. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna get back. Definitely gonna get back. I think I'm just gonna go Sycamore. But yeah, let's just get Sycamore so we can do that next turn. And I'm also gonna get back a Raichu. No, let's get back Heatmor. Heatmor Sycamore. He might end me, but that's fine. We'll get back Heatmor Raichu. This way, we can drop Heat. Well, we had one in our hand. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Oh, I am so bad. Why did I get back the Heatmor? When I didn't even see that one in my hand. I'm so blind. Okay, whatever. That's fine. What else would we gotten back, though, you know? Like, there's really nothing else I need. Honestly. I think it's fine just to do that. Maybe I should have gone back to Raichu. Alright, Sycamore it is. I'm looking for... Well, I don't know. Okay, we got... Oh, we didn't get DCE, though. I was hoping we would. That's why I didn't get back the DCE. Nah, really great to bet that Heatmor. I think we, I mean, we can give up something here. But what do we give up? I guess we sacrifice Victini. Sure. Well, we couldn't even float, right? He distorted me. Alright. If we see a Guzma, I think it's over. Okay, good. I mean, Victini's still stuck in the active, but Guzma would have been pretty bad. Is that in the right play here? And we don't have our abilities. Okay, yeah. We need to find Raichu. There's no way to really search it out. I guess we have to end him here. I need to dig. No, still no double puzzles. Or, still no DCE. We are just not hitting our DCs today, folks. I don't know how we're gonna win this without our DCs. This game would have went so smooth too. Oh man. All we need to do is just find DCE and we're golden. Might as well. I mean, nothing else I can bring up there because I'm under item lock. Do you draw an N? Just gonna put him down just so I don't draw him. We're gonna end here and just hope for the best. Oh my god, am I not gonna find my DCEs today? Yikes. The only way I can see myself getting out of this is if I draw a Puzzle of Time. Because we're gonna oh, he Sonic Volumes me. He Sonic Volumes me, I can still paralyze him and Hoggle from there, I guess. I was gonna concede there, but I think we'll try and play it out. I don't know. I don't really know if I can. I think the fact that we whiffed so hard on that point, how are we gonna win this? It's gonna come down to the wire. Okay, still distorting me, which is interesting. We can draw DCE, which we don't. I mean, he could distort me again, I guess. Grab an N. I think I'm gonna handiwork him. Just bait him, I guess. I don't know. Double dip. Alright, let's just dip. Yeah, I can't do anything, man. I can't do anything. Maybe I should have Skyla for puzzle, but then he would have been like, alright, I'm not gonna, so I'll just keep distorting you. I don't know. That game, I think, was a lost cause. Alright, guys, let's get another game with our deck here. I do have a funny story. I was playing against Vikabulu, and I ended up losing because I accidentally counter-catchered after I paralyzed. I didn't realize it. And that's the thing when you're playing this type of deck. It's so repetitive. Your brain just acknowledge, okay, you already did it, and then you're gonna make misplays like that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, because I'm getting really tired right now because I haven't slept yet, and I wanted to record this video because I know my sleeping schedule is messed up, and I have not been getting good games with this deck, mainly because of my bad misplays. However, we do have a pretty decent starting hand for once, so I'm happy about that. I haven't been getting good starting hands. I feel like this deck is missing some kind of draw card. Like, I think a Xurkitree-GX would be perfect in here. A Xurkitree-GX, an Oranguru, even an Octillery. Like, I feel like this deck desperately needs some kind of draw support engine. And my Coke is almost empty, so I don't have much energy left. If I don't get a decent game, then I would probably... it's gonna be trip. Another thing when you're playing this deck, you gotta hope that they end up getting rid of Guzmas early on. And they didn't rip. But yeah, that's the thing when you're playing this deck. He might be playing stand-in Zoroark. At that point, you can't do anything. I hope he's not playing Zoroark with stand-in. I mean, the DC, I think, confirms it. Unless it's for Hoopa. I hope he's not playing Zoroark stand-in, though. And let's end him here, and hope to hit our Raichu. Nope, we do not. Get another Heatmor, which is fine. I think I'm gonna save the Field Blower. Nah, let's do this. Let's get rid of this and that. Like, he might play Float if he's playing Zoroark, but I do want to get rid of the Deep Valley though, so that's fine. And let's go into Heatmor. I guess we'll get back probably the end. Just so if I'll have some draw support, let's go, sure. I'm not, like, I don't care if it gets double tails. Yeah, it's fine. We'll get back, actually, let's just get the nest ball. This way we can just get another Pikachu on our bench. That's fine. But yeah, if he's playing Zoroark, though, yeah, the game is probably gonna be over. Unless I can maybe Tapu Lele knock him out. That could be an option. Maybe. I don't think we're gonna get KO'd this turn unless my opponent's got like some insane turn where he like pulls off the most insane play ever. But he's not playing Altar of the Moon, so that's interesting. So Sycamore Guzma. No, okay, he's playing Umbreon, so he doesn't play Zoroark, which is good. Dark Call could be bad, I don't know. Escape Rule. Well, Victini's still living, so that's fine. He could Shadow Ball me, but at that point, again, it's a locked deck, so we'll see if it works out in our favor. Ooh, if you see a Field Blower, though, that would be pretty bad. Puzzle. Okay, Puzzle could be interesting, because you can get back some important cards like the Super Rod and stuff like that, but the thing is with Puzzle, you already used one. Oh, it was double Puzzle for double Max Elixir, I see. I mean, sure. As long as Victini isn't KO'd, even if it does, we have Stretcher, so it's fine. I'm tempted, honestly, just to Skyla, maybe for Ultra Ball, and then just Paralyze him. I don't know if I want to end him. He only has 4 cards in his hand. But he didn't puzzle for a supporter, so he probably does have a supporter in his hand. I mean, that works too. So we'll Nest Ball for your boy Pikachu, and I think we'll just settle with a Skyla for Devo Spray. Good thing is we've... Yeah, Skyla for Devo Spray. I could grab Handiwork also. No, I'll grab Devo Spray. I need to play it. What am I saying? My Skyla's in the deck. Alright, so we'll grab our Raichu out, and we will Odor Sleuth him. And I'm just gonna go for double heads. Okay, whew, had a hard attack. We already have the Raichu, but yeah, we need to keep up the Devo Sprays. If we had the double Devo, if we had another double Devo Spray, I would have been fine with just grabbing Skyla maybe, and then Skyla for Handiwork. Hope he doesn't end me. I am kind of scared of Guzma though. Guzma is like the most scariest thing that you face with this deck. Maybe he doesn't play that many. He is going to end me, which is kind of unfortunate. I could still get a better hand, though. I mean, the Counter Catcher was probably the only card in the hand I couldn't play. That works, too. Actually, this hand's a lot better than the last one. We do see any Veltal EX go down. As long as we don't see a Zoroark come down, then I'm fine. And if we do, then we can't really see any Slamits, I don't know. We do find Xurkitree, which I don't think I want to put down, so I'm not going to. But we are going to hit him with a Raichu here. Actually, he might play Enhanced Hammer. I don't want to risk it. I have a feeling he plays like 1 Enhanced Hammer. And I Odor Sleuth. There's no point doing Ninja Boy, and I don't want to put Xurkitree down. I might as well, because we already have the other Raichu in our hand. Okay, that's fine. And we'll get back Skyla. And we'll just keep chilling. As long as we keep the lockup. But again, once we see a Guzma, it's rip. So, that's why I'm not putting down Pikachu or Victini quite yet. Just in case we do see a Guzma. The Escape... I'm actually kind of glad he played that so early on. I just realized. But again, he does have double puzzles still. So, gotta watch out. Speaking of puzzle... So, we'll drop down the Raichu, Paralyze him, Skyla for your boy Devo Spray. Devo Spray. Maybe 2 Rockets Handiwork is better, honestly. I think maybe even 2 Rockets Handiwork is the way to go. So, we'll get back Raichu. I am going to do Puzzle here. And Perfecto. That's perfect, actually. Alright, cool. And we are going to do Odor Sleuth. Don't know why I said that in a weird tone. Double heads. Well, we already have Raichu, but I'm going to go for it. I told you, it never fails. I don't really know what I want to get back, though. I don't know. I think we were drawing Puzzle. I can't remember, though. I mean, we're getting a Sycamore off that Field Blower. Or Field Blower off that Sycamore. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, we'll get back Puzzle. Sure, I don't know. Maybe he ends me. Maybe, like, if he ends me, then I'm definitely gonna be happy about that Puzzle coming back. Alright, hold on. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I didn't get interrupted, but I kind of did get interrupted. Mike came in my room, so I was like, alright, we gotta do something here, so. I'm tempted just to stay neutral with this hand, but I do want to find that handiwork ASAP. So I'm gonna see if it's at the top of the deck or not. Counter catcher. Okay, so it wasn't, so. We're not. I'll do Sycamore next turn. Let's do Odor Sleuth again. Double tails, double heads. Okay. Get back Devo Spray. I think for now we're just chilling until we can actually do something good. Like, I want to do Sycamore, but I need to find that Rocket's Handiwork. I feel like this deck could really use, like, 2 Rocket's Handiwork. Like, I know you have Gladion, but you need 2 Rocket's Handiwork. You need 2. You don't need 1, you need 2. Gotta watch out for that Guzma. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he only plays like 1 Guzma. We are gonna see an Ultra Ball, and this could be big if he does play Tapu Lele. But again, I'm in a position where even if he knocks something out, it's fine. And this could be Lele for Guzma. It's Remoraid. Ooh, Octillery's in the discard, though. Interesting. I guess he has Super Rod or Stretcher in his hand, but that's fine if he doesn't. Okay, so his hand's absolutely dead after this, which is perfect. And I think I am going to do the Sycamore then. Alright. Now, what do I drop? Victini or Raichu Pikachu? I think I'm going to drop Pikachu. I'm actually going to play this, and the reason I'm doing this, okay, you might be like, why are you crazy? Because I am playing Sycamore, but if we can find one of our stretchers, then our Raichu is back in our hand. Plus, we just put the Pikachu down. There's the handiwork. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I think I'm going to Devo Spray now. And we're going to do Odor Sleuth. I'm actually going to hold the puzzle for a sec. Double tails. Ugh, don't get quad tails on me. Okay, that's fine. We'll get back Devo Spray. And then, at this point, we have the lock going. We got the handiwork, the Devo Spray, and the Raichu. So we're in a pretty good position. Though, my opponent is definitely trying to find his Stretcher or Super Rod. Puzzle could be bad. He could be waiting to get a puzzle, so that's something we gotta watch out for. But at this point, we are basically in the clear to just spam. We even have Ultra Ball. So let's just do handiwork now. Oh, a Sycamore gets discarded. That is huge. I wish it was a Guzma, though. We don't have to play Raichu. I have another Ultra Ball. But I might need to save that for Lele. I think I'm actually going to keep that. Sure. And let's go Odor Sleuth and try and get that puzzle. Yes. Okay, good. I mean, I could have reflipped. That's fine, though. Get back puzzle. See what he draws. Alright, so if he finds a way to Octillery, that's, I mean, fine, because he's still thin out his deck. I'm just scared of Guzma. So let's drop the Raichu. I'm so focused. I do not want to make that misplay made against that Bulu deck, so I'm going to cry if I do. And we're going to double puzzle. We're going to get back Devo Spray. Rocket's Handiwork. And we Devo Spray the Raichu. And I'm just going to say screw it, and I'm going to get rid of Durant and Jirachi. And I'm actually going to grab the other Raichu out of the deck. Just in case. Just in case. I don't know. Okay, so he's paralyzed, so we're gonna handiwork. Ugh, that's not helping. That's not helping. Alright. Odor Sleuth it is. Let's reflip it. That's what I'm talking about, boy! And double puzzle. That's how you do it. I mean, when you don't get double heads, it's kind of rip, but you gotta hope you're in a position where you can still play double puzzle. We only played 2. We're kind of in cruise control at this point. My opponent is just not drawing very well. I have another Ultra Ball. I'm really tempted to play that, though. But we're in a position now where I don't think we need Devo Spray, but it's probably still healthy to get the Devo Spray back, just in case. Like, I'm just being careful here, people. Like, I know you're probably like, bruh, you didn't need to grab the Devo Spray. I did need to grab the Devo Spray because I'm trying to be as careful as I can. And, ooh, those are 2 huge cards. Nice. Judge is amazing to see get discarded. And look at that, we get double heads. We don't even have to... Oh man, this deck is crazy when it works. Holy cow. This is basically what the Vikabulu game was like, but I counter-catchered like an idiot. And I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm literally going to play as focused and cautious as I can. He's got 11 cards, so at this point, you got to think, does my opponent really have anything left? He's definitely trying to find his Super Rod or something to get out of this lock. There's a Guzma. He finally hit one, but what does he knock out? Pikachu. Why not the Victini? Whatever. Sure, I mean, Pikachu is honestly the last card we need. Oh no, he's taking 2 prizes here. Crud. I forgot. I forgot he's taking 2 prizes, my bad. Okay, are there Victinis in our discard? So, this double puzzle is not going to be what we think it is. Why couldn't we got rid of the Guzma earlier, though, man? Those Guzmas, man. Those Guzmas. They're scary cards to see when you're playing this deck. Okay. Ooh, that's perfect. Okay. I'm definitely going to double puzzle here. I don't think I need a Devo Spray. I think I'm going to grab... Okay, we're definitely going to need Victini. Victini's a must. I'm not going to need the Pikachu. Tempted to grab Durant and just get Durant ready to go. Sure. Oh, that's not Durant. Let's grab Durant. I mean, we have Stretcher. We'll find our Stretcher. Let's just keep up the handiwork spam. And we can maybe do Counter Catcher here, too, while we're at it. Because, I don't know. He might play something random. And he conceded! We won! Okay. That was still a pretty good game, because we technically got the lock going. We got really lucky, and I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. I've been recording for a while. You guys don't even know. And, yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for PTCGO content. This deck is fun to play. And, let's check how many Guzmas he played. Other than he had the Escape Rope. Oh, those could have been annoying. 2 Guzmas. Alright, so he only had 3 outs. Other than the puzzle. The puzzles could have been a game changer. But we got pretty lucky. But yeah, I think that'll wrap today's video. This deck is pretty fun to play. If anything, if I were to change anything, I would potentially add another Sycamore. I would potentially add a Zoroark or an Oranguru or an Octillery. Because I really do think that this deck needs another draw support card, like, desperately. Like, it desperately needs some kind of draw support card. But thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to help me on the road to 3,000 subscribers. We showed off the deck. We tried to beat a matchup. You know, we'll show you guys how this deck can lose. We'll show you guys how it can just basically give you a win. Because, you know, it's a trolley deck. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in another PTCGO video. Peace out. Have a good day. Yeah, bye.